Hello guys, welcome to another video. Okay, before we continue on with the video, what do you think of my new background? It's amazing, isn't it? Today I will be making LPS necklaces, for example this one, or this one right here on Rebecca, that's her real name, aka LPS Toxic's mascot until she gets her own. She's ordering one. So yeah, or maybe even this one. I dropped an LPS while grabbing her. She has this beautiful gold pearl necklace, and I wish I found the gold pearls, or I don't know if I used them all or something like that, but I wish I found them, because then I'd be making more of these. Yeah. Okay, so, now I have the necklaces laid in front of the LPS, and what they were wearing, and this necklace right here coincidentally matched this, and she had this on before, but it keeps falling off because it's not actually meant to be on an LPS, it's actually meant to be on a phone plug. But I'll leave the reason why it's off that phone plug in the description below. So yeah, and if you haven't noticed, I added a little gecko. Yay! Alright, so now that we have that laid out, I need to take out my mascot. Okay, so you're probably like, hold up, why is your mascot that collie? I thought your mascot was a dachshund. Well, I changed it. Tough luck. And Toxic is going to be keeping hers as the heart short hair seen in the background, aka Siamese. And yeah, I mean, we will probably be changing it in the next year or so whenever we're just recording LPS. And yeah, let's get on to the next clip, I guess. She also has this beautiful black and silver necklace. I made two of them just to fit that broken anklet, what broke. I actually got it from my mom's friend, and the minute I put it on, it exploded into pieces. Very cheap when you come from Rome. Just put me right there. Okay, so here comes the supplies. Before I show anything, there are little like hoops in the back to hold on to the LPS and to keep the beads from slipping. So, yeah, there is these to twist around the back. If this is too thick, then you just squeeze it down. So yeah, then there's also these pliers to clip the thingy-bobs, the wire. And of course you need some beads. This is only one packet out of 5 trillion, just mixed up beads what fell out of a box or something and put it in a Tic Tac box. So yeah, and of course the beading wire. So I'm reading the back, and it says, it's kind of blurry to read, not intended for children under 15 years. Well, it does say, this product is intended for adult fashion and decorative use only. Do not put items into mouth or ingest. I think that's what they mean for children under 15. Just to be careful, I have an extra beading wire, so... Well, there's another warning sign at the bottom. It says, this product contains a chemical known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, and other reproductive harm. Why would they ever sell this if it causes cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm? Why couldn't they find, like, a different product what will not do that? So, like, no one can die while using this wire. Like, why? Like, seriously, just... Okay, now the first thing you want to do is clean out all that beads and stuff like that out of the way so you have some space. I moved my camera back so you guys can see it. And yeah, now I am unraveling my wire. I am not using that cancerous wire, of course. That is just gross, and I would throw that away if I could, but it's my mom's, so I will not. Now that it's out of the bag, I will be cutting it about 11.5 centimeters. That's what I measured when it was all just raveled. So yeah, and don't mind the white stuff at the bottom of the screen. My iPad keeps slipping, and I'm recording on my iPad at the moment because the camera is dead, and I cannot wait for this video because I cannot do voiceovers, and that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so this is where I take out my snipping tool, or whatever you want to call it. I will just call them clippers, and cut it about 11.5 centimeters, I think I measured in the background, what I'm doing right now. And it's okay if you have excess, because you can cut that off before you do the last little twirl I'll be showing you in just a second. So yeah. Yes, my iPad keeps shaking, of course. That's because it's an iPad, and if you knock it, it shakes. So what I'm doing now is just twisting the wire. So yeah, I am not good with voiceovers, as you can tell. This is my first ever voiceover, literally ever, like I said. And I am twisting it right now, as you can tell. I said that like 5 minutes ago. And I just wrap it around there. If you can't get any support, just use your finger. And now I just flatten it if it makes like a little twirl downwards or upwards, and then just squeeze it until I have a little bit more of a thinner swirl instead of that really thick one, to kind of hide it that it was made from wire. This took me a few times because I kept slipping, but after that I actually got it, of course, off camera. Typical me. But then there's a little bit of excess on the side, and just clip it off with the clippers. So, and you just have a really smooth looking twirl. So it looks like I'll be using these oil spill beads. I don't know how much I got these because these beads are really old. I think my mom had these way before I was born. I was born in 2004, so you can already tell what I am. These $3 or whatever beads, they will be used, or hopefully will be used, in this little necklace, and I'm using little oil spill ones like I said before. Okay, so with these oil spill beads, I will be using glass beads, what will be showing up in the frame in just a second. As you can tell, I just knocked them into frame, I think. I don't really know. And they are like, I don't really know how to say it, like kind of like a pearly slash stone type look. And I was checking if there's a price in the back, but it just said cousin, so yeah. Okay, since I didn't have any tray to put in those little loose beads from the glass beads, I just put them inside this weird hairband, what was like popular like 2 years ago or something like that, and just did that. And there's a little runaway bead, 2 of them actually, I just noticed. And yes, but one of them is not in frame. I just took out the weird little $3 things again and went on from that. So now I started putting on the beads. Started with the pearl ones because it would have looked a lot neater, and I will be back when I'm around halfway done so I can show you how to make the little not handkerchief, what am I talking about? Little like gem what's hanging off. One thing I would just like to add is that the pearl beads are just being placed on differently. They're not all the same or just put in a certain order, they're just put on differently. It makes it a little cooler and unique. Okay, so now that I am halfway done with the necklace, I'll be showing you how to make that gem, what dangles from it. So I looked for my pliers. I kind of lost it, and I couldn't find my wire either. So I cut off about, I don't know, 2 centimeters or whatever. I don't know how much it was. I didn't measure it. And you only need a little bit anyways because you're going to be hanging it on something so it can't fall off. And now I am bending it halfway with the pliers I used to bend things, or the wire with, and I took out my little charm and hung it on there. What I noticed is that there were two different prices on the thing, and I was like, what the heck? It's $3.30 and $4.40, I believe. No, just $3. And now that I finally got the package open, I am finally putting the charm on my little charm holder. By the way, this is literally just extra. I am doing it with the charm, and then I'll be doing one necklace without the charm, and you already know the process with that, but I'll be using different beads. And now what I'll be doing is cut the wire a bit shorter so there wouldn't be as much. And then what I did was bend the wire with the other pliers together so it wouldn't fall off. And then if there was any excess hanging out or whatever, something like that, I went back with the cutting pliers and just cut that off. Those skills though. Now that I am satisfied with my charm, I placed it on there, and I kind of regretted putting that small pearl bead on. So yeah, but what I am doing now is just finishing off the necklace. I made it one too long. If I measured it out a little bit more, I would have made it a little bit sturdier or better. But anyways, this is what I came up with, and yeah, I stuck with it because it was still an amazing necklace even though it was a little bit too big. What I noticed was that some of the beads, the paint on top of the beads have been sealed, like sealed over the little hole where the bead is supposed to be, so I had to get another one, and I totally forgot about the ones on the table, so I just kept grabbing them from the jar. Okay, so now I am done with the necklace, and I went to go find my pliers, but they were right in front of me, not on camera. So I cut it about a centimeter or so. I don't know how much that is either because I didn't record it, nor did I record it. Measure it, and now I'm just bending it and trying to make it a little smaller because I made it a little bit too small so I can fold it. So then I just flattened it like I did in the last one, and then there it was. And I made it with that necklace. It looks very flat, doesn't it? Well, I'll be showing you how to round it. I just rounded it with my fingers because I already know how to round it, and it looks kind of like that, kind of like a horseshoe, what you call it. And I went to grab my crouching kitty, but her butt was a little bit too big and I couldn't make it behind her neck. So then I grabbed my sitting down cat. I forgot what it was, a bonbon cat, there we go. And then I did that just to show you what it looked like on a sitting down cat. I prefer the necklaces would hang better on standing up cats or animals in general because it makes it look a lot better, and you can see the little thing dangle, and there it is. So I grabbed my tattooed-eyed collie next. Her name is Jessie, and I love her to death, and I was just going to show it to you guys how it looked like on a standing up animal, aka a collie, if you guys don't know what that is, since a lot of you guys just only know the new generation. But anyways, this is how she looked, and she looked really adorable. Okay, so what I used next was these beaded beads. They're 99 cents. Like I said, a lot of these beads are a lot older than I am, so I don't know where my mom got them. And they're like a wood texture, and I did like a little pattern of dark wood and bright wood. And yes, and I recommend these beads not really that much because they're a little too big, unless you want to make them. I mean, they do look kind of nice, but I kind of actually like this necklace. But yeah, here's a little stop motion of it. Okay, so here is the ending results. I am putting on a Jessie just to show you how it looks, and I actually really like it, to be honest. It looked really cool, and I will hopefully be using these in videos with maybe even LPS Toxic. Maybe she would like to use it, but at the moment I would just rather maybe let my little sibling use it, play with it, kind of like as like blocks or something. Anyways, that was the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know if you want to like a part 2, like maybe like an ASMR or just more accessories we can make. I know how to make little bows, but they look kind of more like this. But we can do that and try it out. Finally, time for bed.